Hey, this is Tiqqle, and in this video we're doing a little bit different builds, because what we're going to be doing in a bunch of videos is we're going to be talking about what needs to change in 9.5 for shamans. And this is the build I'm going, and you're probably saying to yourself, why are you doing this, Tiqqle? Well, I'm doing it because static discharge, we're going to talk about it. We're going to look at how much damage it does. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to look at how much damage Icefury does. We're going to look at how much damage Liquid Magma Totem does. These are three talents that I think, if Blizzy does something, it'll make people very happy. So this is not really the best BG to see how much damage things do, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and press our static button. There it is. You see that static attack? Oh, dude, so static. I am running Icefury as well. We'll talk about how that does damage and how it's not the worst, but it needs some help. And we'll just kind of keep things going. I haven't used Liquid Magma yet. I'll just pop it down there, you know? He'll probably get alarmed and just walk out of it. Yeah, okay. All right, Tick. All right. Real good, man. I am running Control of Lava, which is going to help us with those dispels, but all right, there's a Magi. We're going to pop some Batoons. Gonna shred him up here. Nice shred, nice shred. Again, I gotta make sure. Yeah, okay. Lasso him. Full duration. I can't even drag that. Alright, I'm getting my Flame Shocks out. We're gonna go ahead and use Icefury again. Alright, this guy actually rezzed, so we're gonna use Static Discharge here. Look, it's hitting for less than 1,000. No one has ever taken this ability in the history of the game. I did it in a meme video, but that's the most that people are going to play with this talent. I think that Icefury is decent, but honestly, Static Discharge, if you guys didn't know, it was a new talent that came into the existence coming into Shadowlands. People were kind of like, oh, you're changing some stuff up? Ooh. Then suddenly, we realized it actually is going to be dog doo-doo. All right, I put down Liquid Magma. Liquid Magma doing, oh, look at that. 400 damage. Not good. Not good. All right, we will die here, but we'll do our best to live. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. So what I would like to suggest are some, suggestions for Blizzard. Because look at this. I'm shooting little pew 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 pews out there, but to be honest, they're not really doing any damage. Like, you might be like, dude, but Tiqqle, look at your damage overall. Yeah, but guess what? None of that is coming from this. I'll put out an Earthquake. Earthquake actually ticks for a decent amount. You can see the 2.6s. And the like, I mean, it's really not too bad. We're going to get him to kick me right here. He didn't kick. So we will. Oh, I didn't even cast it fully. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep things slowed. So Liquid Magma. We actually are using a bunch of things that I want to talk about. So we'll see how well I can even talk about it in this. There's my little ding 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 ding. Oh, Liquid Magma fragging over here. Yeah. Oh, look at that. So I think one of the things that I really hope happens in the next patch is I really hope Blizzard looks at the talents and says, hey, no one has ever taken this, ever. Not for PvE, not for PvP. And I hope, I'm okay with the ones that aren't taken for PvE because there will always be an optimal one. But for PvP, there is a situational one. And if you go against melee teams, if you go against, there could be those type of decisions that you can make. So that's where I think Blizzard has an opportunity to say, hey, you know what, dude? Frick it. All these other talents are better, but maybe we can make Static Discharge fun enough. By what do you do? The number one thing Blizzard can do to fix or at least make some other talents playable is just ramp up the damage. That's what people do. They look at how much damage is shit doing, and if shit does damage, they're going to go for it. So, I don't know. It's not too complicated to me to say, yo, if no one's taking this talent, buff it by 500%. Oh, Liquid Magma Totem, 500%? No way. And it might still do nothing. Look, it's doing 500s. 500. You buff that by 200%, then all of a sudden you have a 1 minute cooldown that actually ticks for 2,000 or something like that. So, that is what I would oh, shit, I'm about to die. He's targeting me with the lasers. Give him with the zoom, the boom. So, like, when you have all these other buttons that do just incredible damage, why would you ever take these other things? And honestly, I'm actually doing much less damage than I would during my burst because of Master of the Elements. So, like, I'm missing that, which is a little unfortunate. Instantly pressing all my buttons. Kill that. Try to get to line of sight. Nice ring. A G-Pie. We soaked that. It's on a cooldown now. I know how this game works. But yeah, so I really hope, you know, if we go 1 by 1, Static Discharge, buff the damage by 200%. You want to go for Liquid Magma, buff the damage by 200, 300%. People will start to use it. And I don't even think it would necessarily break PvE. I really don't. Liquid Magma Totem's hitting a bunch of things over there now, but I'll go ahead and Earthquake as well. Like, these are things you would never do, by the way. Like, you should probably never do what I'm doing right now. In actual PvP. They will never invite a Shaman again if you do this. Like, if I use this ability, man, it is not... There's no way it's doing any damn. He did Dispel, though. That's pretty funny. We will defend the middle from the boys. Get your ass back here! Alright, this guy is probably going to get banged by this evildoer. And you can see, like, I'm not even denting the warrior. Warrior are pretty freaking tanky right now. But we got to keep pressing that keybind, basically. We got to keep dumping out... come on, Echoing Earthshock. Always a good idea. Liquid Magma, going to be just tossed right down in that. Which is not doing much, man. And I am Venther, by the way. If you want to know why, we can talk about that in a different video. But what I really want to see is these talents, the ones that I've picked here, increase their damage by 200, 300%. If that happens, not only will they be potentially viable, people will go for fun. I mean, like, and not everyone's trying to play the most optimal thing either. So I'm dead. But so that's where I would think you can at least have fun with these. Right now, if we look at the damage breakdown, we had 24 seconds. Liquid Magma, you might be like, dude, 5%, that's not bad. And actually, if you think about it, it's actually not that bad compared to Earthen Rage. Earthen Rage adds about 500 damage. The only difference is that this is just splashing damage on anything, including pets. You know, it's not going to be doing that much, or that much to get a kill. So RBGs, like, maybe that's okay. But imagine this did double that. It's a 1-minute cooldown. That's a lot. It actually does, I think it is... All enemies, yeah, so it's not even target cap. So I would like to see this even in PvE buff, to be honest. We've been saying this for a very long time, Blizzard. The other option, too, for Liquid Magma Totem, since we're on this subject, is make it spread flame shocks. Why not? One of the biggest things in this game that is frustrating for every Shaman, for Enhance, because they want Fire Nova, for Ellie, because they want more Necrolord Lava Bursts, is that they can't spread flame shock. The only way would be through using... Surge of Power. But, come on. We all know. Alright, we're gonna go use... Let's get Liquid Magma in here. What? There's no path available? That doesn't make any sense. Try to bang this guy. Oh. Yikes. Yikes! Oh, please. One more global. Didn't get it. Unfortunate. So yeah, that's where Liquid Magma stands. It really needs to just do more damage. Just needs to do more. Static Discharge is the biggest joke. The biggest joke. It just is absolute... It's such garbage that no one will ever take it. It doesn't make any sense. And partially because Earth Shield's importance is so much, because it does heal you for a good amount. So if all of a sudden you're going that talent, then you're not going to probably go Earth Shield because you're going to be running Lightning Shield all the time, which is cool. It generates Maelstrom. That's cool. Not that great. The damage of it is still dog, but still, I wish Blizzard would upgrade this damage to increase it by 3 times. It's a 30-second cooldown, man. It's not doing any damage. I pressed the button. How many times did I press it? 8 times. And each hit was 500, 600. That's nothing. That is less. That's less. That's not even a percent of health. I mean, it's awful. So Blizzard, please. If we go down to Icefury next, so we talked about Liquid Magma, increase that damage, even would help PvE. Also make it spread flame shocks. You would make people freak out. They would be so pumped as a method of spreading flame shock, or something, something. Static Discharge is just the worst talent in the game. Never will be taken ever in its current state, and all they have to do is just go in there in that coefficient of damage, Blizzard, and increase it by 300%. Just find out what happens. Put it on the PTR. See what fun things we can do with it, and then change it. Tune it back. But tune it up. Tune it up. Now, the last one, like I said, was Icefury. Icefury, I cast it 5 times. It hit for 2k damage. Also, just pathetic on-hit damage. Back in the day, this ability was amazing. In Legion, the heyday of it, Ellie Shaman, in my opinion, it was one of the reasons why Ellie was so awesome. You could chain a hard-casted Icefury into an instant-cast Lava Burst, and all of a sudden you have potentially 4 missiles going off. I had highlight videos back then that I loved doing that. But, of course, some might say, well, hey, it is giving you a lot of Maelstrom. You're right. And the Frost Shocks themselves are doing okay for a single global no cast. 3k damage up to 4. I mean, 8k is probably on an orb person. But it's just not that great. Again, I wish they would make the cast of Icefury actually feel satisfying. It is a cast, and you're sacrificing taking Primal Elementalist, which no one will do right now, because you want the 2 shields, especially against double melee. But you need to have some kind of reason to go this other than just Maelstrom generation. That's kind of a dumb thing. The Builder-Spinner model is everywhere, but we want our cast to feel good, so make this cast do 200% more damage. Double the damage of this, and it will be... People will be so excited, and it will also freshen up the class. I think every class deserves, hey, this isn't ever used, buff it up by a lot, put it on PTR, see what people do. This is testing, and that's what we need to see out of Blizzard in this next patch if they are saying they're going to redo talents and enhance things. Enhance the unplayed things. Make it so we have more variation, and that will especially affect PvP. So I'm really pulling for you, Blizzard, that you're doing so many changes in 9.15. It's really impressive. I have to say, you're doing things that I didn't even think you would do, like quickly trying to address conduit energy with a really clever solution. You're just doing a lot. I can't even name all the things because every day I go on Twitter and I see new things. So with that being said, we'll see you guys on the stream every day. We'll keep talking about what could be done for Shaman to make them a little bit more fun, a little bit more exciting, and a little bit more spice back to WoW. I want this new patch to not just be a dungeon and a raid and a new shitty system. Don't do that, Blizzard. Just edit the base classes that people have put their lives into. That's what you got to do. With that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.